What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video we've got a lot to talk about, just as today is the day. You guys know what I'm talking about. So we've got a ton of information on our favorite companies. We're going to be talking about whether or not I think that this bull market will continue. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in this video. We've got a bunch of news, a bunch of statistics, data, and all this stuff I've compiled for you guys. So we're just going to freestyle it. It's Tuesday, and get your popcorn ready because it's going to be a very exciting night tonight. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for the views, likes, and I wanted to say Departure Stocks is going really well. So thank you for that as well. I will be dropping a video on the new channel, 3 silver mining ETFs, comparing the 3, taking a look at their holdings, all of that good stuff if you're looking at silver ETFs. We also will be dropping a top 3 stocks for November video, just as I haven't done that in a while. I want to pick 3 new and exciting companies. We might include one of our favorite ones that we talked about quite a bit, but I'm going to at least put 2 brand new stocks in there for you guys. So anyways, guys, let's just get straight to it. And last but not least, thank you so much for all the support. The comments, the likes means the world to me. So if you do support me, the channel and all the videos, then kindly explode that like button. It takes just 1 second of your time, and it helps my videos so very much, along with if you are a new viewer to the channel, haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, but you appreciate our daily update videos in the markets, your market minutes, which is this video, along with new interviews. You want to learn a little bit more about investing, of course, and don't forget to cash that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. And let's get straight into this video. So the first thing that we're going to do, like we do in every single one of our videos, is comment of the day, and we'll pick 3 quick comments. First comment of the day goes to JP Rowe. Go FSX, happy to increase my position last week. TAD is also looking at their first retail distribution in a few weeks in Ohio. Everything is coiled up now. Hopefully we resume this bull market in the precious metals post election day, so we'll see what happens. So far things are looking good. The markets are rallying, gold's rallying, we're above 1900 again. Well, of course we'll take a look at the charts and all of that stuff and give my opinion on whether or not I think that the bull market is going to continue and how to position ourselves, of course, but that's just a little bit later. Second comment of the day, Jalen Games, go FSX, and very happy with it. Think about adding to that position. Last but not least, Gemini Knight, I was also waiting for a lower price on FSX. Insider bought 2.6 million shares on October 28th. So yeah, that was last Wednesday. So if you were referring to this trade, here's the filing details from Canadian Insider. Now, the closing balance of 2.643 million shares at a price of $2.17. They also have this other number or value acquired or disposed of at $1,500. So I don't know exactly what's going on there. It looks like Brian Cesarchuk acquired 2.643 million shares. So I would like to confirm that closing balance versus number or value acquired or disposed of, because it kind of looks like 1,500 shares based on the volume or value of this. But anyways, guys, if you do have that information, feel free to post that Gemini Knight on this video. And today, guys, drop some comments below and let me know your opinion. First, what do you think is going to happen? Second, of course, I'm completely unbiased here, but what do you think is going to happen in terms of the market's reaction? That's kind of what I'm getting at, not, the outcome. So the market's reaction and what we think is going to happen in the weeks to follow and how you're positioning yourself. Drop those comments below. Let me know. So, guys, let's get into the next part of this video, and of course that is Departure Stocks, and we will be dropping that video. Like I said, 321 subscribers. Thank you so much, guys. Long-term goal of getting this to 1,000. We're 32.1% of the way there, so it's awesome. The videos have been getting so many views, actually like 200-300 views for our last couple of videos. That's pretty awesome. We're only at 300 subscribers. Departures Capital is at like almost 30,000. A lot of you guys are watching these videos, so thank you so much. Help the channel out, subscribe to it. Like the videos, watch the videos. That's all I ask. Subscribe. Means the world to me. Let's get into this next part of the video. And we did run a poll, guys. I don't like to get political, but I wanted to just run a quick poll, see what you guys are thinking. 68 votes so far, 11 likes, and 72% is in favor of Trump with 28% in favor of Biden. So I don't know if this is a little biased. I don't know if, stock market people tend to favor one side versus the other. I guess that's the case. We're not going to, we don't have an opinion. We're not going to get into opinions just because that's not what I do here on the channel. We don't discuss that, but I just want to simply see what you guys are feeling. So we had to run it. Go and take a look at our poll. Feel free to vote or offer your opinion. And good luck tonight, guys. Good luck to all my Americans, whichever outcome happens. it is what it is, and we'll have to, life will go on. That's all we're saying for that. So I wanted to talk about one quick little tweet here, and this is regarding Fosterville South. So before we get into all of the market data, your market minutes, your recap, Fosterville South yet again today is absolutely on fire, guys, and we just hit $3 per share, up another 17%. So in 2 days, it's been pretty tremendous. This thing has gone from like lows of $2 basically to $3, so rallying almost 50%. And let's see what Brian's saying on Twitter, because we actually got a response from him, and I wanted to share this with you guys because this is public. FSX countdown to own shares November 13th is management to continue. November 13th is MGT to approve spinout, assuming success at MTG. Effective date will be announced. Date estimated 5 business days post MTG, on which every FSX shareholder will receive 1 share of Leviathan Gold for every share of FSX owned. So we said, awesome price action today, Brian. Let's go. We have been buying. And then last but not least, his reply. Great stuff, Departures Capital. I think in addition to people wanting to own Fosterville South at the fast approaching SpinCo effective date targeted, people also realize that Fosterville South has $28.5 million in cash, drilling ongoing at Gold Mountain, and drilling to start soon at Lauriston. So lots of exciting things for Fosterville. And yeah, it's just an exciting time. So like I said, the stock is currently trading for $3. So we made it back up to $3, and that was extremely fast. So if we look at the chart here, guys, it dipped all the way down to 2, didn't last very long, and we're right back up to 3. Now, where do we go from here? Well, for the time being, I would love to see, Fosterville simply hold on to $3 and see where it goes from there. Now, we have seen very explosive gains in the past with the stock going from $2 all the way to $5 in a very short time frame. So we'll see if we get that, guys. I don't know if we're going to get that. It all depends, personally, in my opinion, on the next leg of this bull market and when that starts to happen. So last but not least, I wanted to update you guys in the group before the market minutes and my opinion on the markets, where I think things are heading and how to position yourself. So we will launch our November section for our new group, and in this section we have, of course, our monthly report, our portfolio update, all the trades we made, and our private videos specifically for the group, how I'm positioning myself, all the different stocks that I'm planning to buy or sell. So if you're interested in supporting the channel and our private group, it's $10 a month, $100 a year. I don't talk about it as much anymore. We've got a really awesome community though, and it's a very tight-knit community that helps each other out, and we ask questions in our group. So if that's something you're looking for, take a look. Link is in the description. Like I said, $10 a month or $100 a year. And let's get into all of the news now, guys. So thanks to my dad for offering this information. And for tonight, I just wanted to quickly talk about the 2 possible or potential outcomes. And apparently, whether a winner is declared tonight or later, they're saying that it's really going to depend on Arizona, Georgia, North Carolina, and Florida. So of course, they're thinking, this is just one opinion. Once again, this is not my opinion, but there's a good chance that blue could win if those 4 states were won, and then of course if not, and then if red were to win all 4 states, the race will probably come down to the swing states, the Midwest, where the results could take much longer. So we do have some more information on this as to whether we think we're going to get some tonight or we think we're going to get something later, and here it is right here. So the Treasury market is indicating that the outcome will be known soon. So we're not going to read this whole article. I just wanted to read this simple headline. The Treasury market is signaling investors expect a clear winner to emerge as president without weeks of uncertainty, but it's not saying who. Yields have been rising recently on expectations that there will be more stimulus spending coming, particularly if the blue takes a win. Even so, more spending would come if the red takes a win. And the market has been adjusting to expectations of more debt to pay for stimulus spending. So that's where the market's at. That's where the market, thinks things are going. It's time to dive into the markets and see what's actually going on Wall Street. So Dow, S&P, and the NASDAQ up almost 2%. In fact, the Dow is up over 2%, leading the way. Wall Street's main indexes jumped on Tuesday as investors bet that one of the most significant big events could end with a clear victory. So we'll see what's going on and a swift deal for more stimulus. So right now they're saying, I guess the market's anticipating blue, but we'll see. All 11 major SP indexes were up in morning trading, led by financials. So they're anticipating that more stimulus will be on the way. Gold is in the green, guys, up to $1904.50 per ounce. We're getting that rally, and I'm very happy to see gold above 1900 again, as it tries again to hold on to this level. Now, what I keep saying is, at least for the charts for the short term, I like the fact that gold didn't put lower lows, and hopefully, this time around we have a chance of actually breaking out. Now, I do think that gold, if we do zoom in here on the 3-month chart, we're probably going to have to get above 1930, 1920, 1930. And if we can get to 1950, I think that would be a really significant move up. It would indicate that there's probably a little bit more momentum behind this next rally, and probably look really good for the technicals. So keep our eyes on that. And I think for silver, we're going to need to get above 26, at least potentially 26.50. I think that would indicate a really nice breakout. We didn't see lows like we did back there in late September when it sold off. So once again, gold and silver pretty much looking the same. Let's see some gold and silver headlines from Kitco before we dive into some other things. Safe haven buying featured in gold silver ahead of this whole result. So gold and silver futures prices are again moderately higher, with gold nearing its daily high midday US trading. More safe haven demand is featured for metals as the highly anticipated event is about to unfold. A sharply weaker US dollar today is also working in favor of the precious metal bulls. So let's take a quick look at the DXY. What is going on with the DXY today, guys? And oh my gosh, it's down by 0.59%. So I do think that it's inevitable for the dollar to weaken just because we need to get some more stimulus. So here is another expert opinion on the price of gold and whether we're going to see some price action move, some really interesting moves right after tonight if we do get a winner. So Gary Wagner, editor of goldforecast.com. First, let's see if the red wins, because he's Republican. He will need to pass fiscal stimulus in terms of aid package. He has agreed on 1.8 trillion, while the House has been fighting for 2.2. Although they're not that far apart, I would expect them to dig in fairly deeply. On the other hand, if we see a blue win, I think the fiscal spending will be much larger because of the reforms seem to be in favor of big government spending. Either way, gold is set to rise should there be a fiscal stimulus package. So short term, the moving average tends to point to bearish action. Based on the moving averages alone, we have to say we have a bearish slant to a gold market. Right now, support is at 1865. So going back to the chart, that's somewhat true, but we have seen gold pretty much bounce right off that level already. So was that the bounce, or is there more downside to come? Great questions. Okay guys, so now it's time to talk about some of our favorite stocks, some of the stocks that we talk about all the time, and some of the stocks that we haven't talked about in so very long, because I definitely think that we've neglected some sectors and we haven't talked about them in a while. So we're also going to be talking about some dividend stocks and one portfolio that I'm putting together, a long-term dividend portfolio to ride out the storm above and beyond all of our favorite growth stocks. So first I want to talk about MindMed, just as it is making a nice recovery. The charts are looking pretty good. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. As of recent, the stock has been making higher lows, so that is a good thing. We're at $1.10 right now, and we're not moving like crazy. That's one thing that I'm kind of in favor of, because we see stocks run up so fast, but that's not always a good thing. Now, one very successful stock that we have talked about before is the Very Good Food Co. And I got to mention this because it is absolutely just lifting off, and this scares me. I'll be honest, this definitely scares me to a certain extent, especially when a stock goes from $1.50 to $5.50 almost now. It's up 33%, and not to say that it can't hold on to its gains, but usually, stocks like this, they go up like crazy. They tend to cool off eventually. So if you are, looking at the Very Good Food Co., I would be very cautious, guys, especially at these levels. It's now $348 million market cap, so nothing crazy. We're not even in the billions yet. If we were at $1 billion market cap, the stock would be $15. Any drastic gains like this, investors, especially traders, look at this as an opportunity to short or things like that. Now, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but I'm simply just saying it's been very successful, but tread with caution at this point. TAT, on the other hand, looking pretty interesting. TAT has cooled off as of recently, We haven't seen lows that we put in up to around 220, 230, but TAT was, another example of a stock that ran from under $1 all the way up to $4, and now we're trading around 250. So if you felt like you missed the boat for TAT, now might be an interesting time to take a look at the company. Once again, never financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence and trade based on your own research. Never because of anything I said in these videos. So guys, now let's dive into our new dividend watch list, you could say, and then we'll get into the charts, and then that will be it for the video. So I just want to talk about a couple companies that I put in here, and the dividend sector in general, where I think yield is more safe versus riskier yield, because it's easy to find yield in the market. It's easy to find risk, but what of that yield and of that risk, what is actually sustainable? So in this, you can notice I've got some telecoms. I feel telecom is very essential. We've got AT&T, TELUS, and Bell as our 3 telecom stocks. We've got a lot of emphasis on the utility sector, just as I'm a big bull on the utility sector, and we're going to talk about a few different stocks here real quick, just their performance pretty much. Very big fan of the renewable energy sector. Some of our favorite stocks: Brookfield Renewable, Algonquin, Northland Power, even more emphasis on the renewables. And then of course, I did include one stock in this portfolio, a little riskier, Welltower. Welltower is trading for $59, currently yielding 4.54%, and they're a retirement home stock. One of the most diversified throughout North America, and hasn't even recovered anywhere close to where they were at. They were well over $90, 52-week highs of $89.99, but over the past 5 years, they were well over $90. That was back in 2019. So guys, anyways, let's take a look at the charts for a couple of these companies and ETFs. iShares XUT, this is the Canadian equivalent of XLU, has pulled back a little bit, almost hit $30 per share, as we can see here. Very close to its previous all-time high. We're not there yet, but I do consider this a very stable, diversified way of getting some yield. So that is why I like this. The same thing goes for XLU. This is its American counterpart. Really nice yield, 3.27%, with a market cap of almost $12 billion, holding some of the biggest utility companies in America. So, this is a great way, in my opinion, to get yield and diversity in a dividend sector that seems very defensive. So that's why I like that company. Brookfield Infrastructure Partners. This is now one of my new favorite utility stocks, and very diversified, very nice yield, 4.5%. Decent performance, but it has pulled back a little bit with that market correction, and hasn't fully recovered either. So we did see 52-week highs of 56. We're currently trading for 44. So it's nice to know that it's not at 52-week highs and could still have some room to run. So this is one stock on my watch list, along with Brookfield Renewable Energy Partners. Now this stock, on the other hand, as we know, renewable energy has been in a little bit more in favor as of recently. Stock's currently trading for 57.79. Pretty much almost at 52-week highs, or fresh 52-week highs that the stock hit recently. We're talking just a couple days ago. So $5.32 billion market cap. Dividend yield of 3.2%. So the stocks ran so much, so it doesn't have as high of a yield, but I do think that these stocks will continue to be in favor of capital investment, especially in favor if we do get a blue side win, but we'll see what happens, guys. And then 2 more companies, Algonquin and Northland Power. We will go a little bit more in depth when it comes to these companies, but Algonquin has had a very nice run at $15.64. We can see here we're at fresh 52-week highs. And I really do think that this is because of the fact that green energy is more in favor. The stock's trading for $20.63 here in Canada, and yes, as we can see. Although it's funny, in Canada the stock hit highs of 22, and we're just not there yet. So that might be due to difference in US dollar. Northland Power, another tremendous runner, and this made 2019 look like absolutely nothing. This made that last correction look like nothing. It went down to $20, and here we are at 43. The stock hit 32, and we are up like 30% since then, only yielding 2.78%. But Northland Power is pretty much a pure play on renewable energy, so it's just attracted so much capital recently. And that is one that I missed out that I'm not very happy about. So anyways, guys, let's get into our watch list and let's see how the first sector is doing. So 40 North, Green Growth, and Meta Growth, 3 biggest losers. Sundial, Coils Beverages, and Ignite, 3 biggest gainers. Now, let's get into the dividend stocks. In terms of dividend sector, Brookfield Property Partner, Extendicare, and Bank of Montreal, 3 biggest gainers. Severia Corporation, the only stock in the red. Now let's take a look at the gold and silver sector, and surprise, surprise, Fosterville South is the biggest gainer, followed by Discovery Metals and First Majestic Silver, 3 biggest gainers. Tourmaline, Bonterra, and Alamos, 3 biggest losers. And finally, in terms of our tech stocks, we are seeing Rockwell Medical, Tesla, and MindMed, 3 biggest gainers on the day. 3 biggest losers, Alibaba and Tencent, completely not in favor today. Alibaba tanking. I wonder what's causing that. Let's take a look at our broader 2020 watch list. In Brookfield, Tesla, and JNUG, 3 biggest gainers. Else Nutrition, Charlotte's Web, and Realty Income, 3 biggest losers, guys. So that's it for the video. Grab your popcorn, and we'll see what happens. One way or another, it's going to happen. Life will go on. I hope everybody stays safe, whatever the outcome is, and have a great night, guys. Always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.